Throwing ass on the gram, getting laughs at the stand. Only she can, only Feehans. It's only Feehans.
And are we rolling, Pat? And welcome back to OnlyFeehans with Kerryn Feehan and Jared Schwartz. And I'm your co-host for today, Jared Schwartz. Thank you for having me on again, Kerryn. I'm feeling good. I had a good week. The big news that you guys were all sitting on the edge of your seat waiting for was that I had an interview for a paraprofessional job. And it went really well, and I'm waiting on the phone call back. I prepared so much for it, and I really am proud of myself for how I handled.
The government's going to take down this podcast because they're on to me, okay? This is fucking insane.
And
what
Kerryn
is
is a
going on?
pedophile.
I'm a pedophile.
Look how the tables have turned.
I'm a pedophile. I'm a pedophile. Who laughs at their own jokes out loud? It's so gross. I'm a pedophile. People are calling me an anti-vaxxer, even though I'm fully vaccinated.
Boosted?
No,
The only boost
because,
Kerryn gets is...
Oh, no, Jared, don't do it.
What? So, like, why? Whatever.
Why what? Are
No.
you here?
Can't even get a joke in.
That's because you don't say funny things. It's not my fault. It's not.
Well, you're interrupting as I'm delivering a
I'm
punchline.
helping our audience continue to watch
All right.
because this, whatever you were just doing, I had an interview and it went well. I mean, it's like, I get it if people watch you to feel better about themselves, but other than that, I'm just like, we need to talk about real things. We need to talk about Omicron and how it's a fucking head cold.
Oh, there's a new game. Well, it's not new. It's a very old game, but there's a new variant of the game. Wink, wink. When you give nipple twisters, you can name 5 variants.
Wait, there's 5?
Okay, it's just a joke.
Oh.
There's multiple. What? Delta, Omicron,
Omicron.
Jared. That's the next one. I'm naming it. No, I'm not a I'm not a variant. I'm a cancer.
You're an autism-causing vaccine.
Well, same thing.
Every girl you fuck gets autism.
Yeah. Well, for sure.
Or had it before.
All right.
No, I
How
just
about
think
this
it's very.
girl?
I'm reading this book by Robert F. Kennedy, and not once did Dr. Fauci go on TV and tell people that their best defense against a virus and any virus is fortifying their immune system, getting plenty of vitamin D, getting their circadian rhythm on point, being active and healthy, maintaining a proper diet. The health and fitness industry has been very much silenced with a lot of the information and their opinions. The access to information is just fucking cloudy, and they make shit disappear. I posted in my story today. All I posted is where I get my IV drips. And I linked the company, and Instagram took it down, said it went against their guidelines.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's the government saying, no. We don't want to tell people to get healthy. We want to tell people to get tested. Make sure that everybody gets tested because everybody has COVID and now everybody has to stay inside. So poor people will lose even more money and rich people will get even richer. Big Pharma took out $1 gazillion fucking dollars to market their fucking vaccines. Why would you have to market a vaccine? If it's so obviously the right choice, why would you have to advertise it so heavily?
Hey, we're changing the name of this podcast to Only Truths.
That's right, dude. Fucking Karen Rogan. People think that it's insulting.
Kerryn Rogan.
People think that they're insulting me when they call me. They're like, okay, Joe Rogan. I'm like, isn't he a millionaire? Isn't he like one of the most influential people on the planet? I'm like, listen, I don't agree with everything Joe Rogan says. Don't get me wrong. But like, that's not really an insult.
I know. It's
Fuck you, smart rich person. What? Okay. Anyway. Whatever. We're not getting tested. We keep coming into contact with people with COVID, and we don't give a
I've
fuck.
been tested.
I'm never getting tested again, except to right before I just to make sure I don't kill my parents or whatever, I guess. Even though both of them have had it, and if anybody should have died, it's my fucking parents. Their health is trash. My father is obese. He has hypertension.
Hey, man, I'm really glad this pandemic is coming back in full swing because somebody told me recently, like, I got to get rid of my pandemic jokes.
Who told you that? Somebody who never wrote any?
Yeah.
I know.
And
yeah, that's the person who wrote it. I've been doing my shit from before the pandemic. Oh, gross.
well, they told me, I got to get rid of my pandemic jokes a few months ago, and now I'm bringing them back and not writing any consecutive jokes for another month.
I just feel like the exchange of information, the narrative that the government is trying to push. Fauci gets money when people get the Moderna vaccine, like indirectly. He stinks. They're bad people. Anybody who thinks that billionaires, millionaires, all these rich people running our government have their best interest in mind are fucking idiots.
We need Kanye in office already.
Totally. I would vote for Kanye. I had my mom voting for Kanye.
There's too many industry plants, Like, can you guys just hit me up? I'm a pretty good plant. People. I don't know where that was going. That was a bad one.
What have you done to fortify your immune system today?
Push-ups.
How many?
75.
Nice. Good job, Jared.
Adderall.
No, that actually suppresses your immune system.
What did I eat? I had sesame chicken for lunch.
That's good. Protein.
Some milk.
We had
some milk and cereal for breakfast.
2 goods, 2 bads.
2 goods, 2 bads.
2 pros, 2 cons.
I helped the youth. That did not help my immune system.
The youth.
Yeah. I did a lot of walking around chasing him.
That's really good. Well, outside would be better. You were inside?
Yeah, I was inside.
Outside. That's like the thing. Vitamin D has such a huge effect on people's mental health and their immune system, and just being outside in general is so good for you. And it's never mentioned. It's just get tested. Get tested. The lines are crazy. Every city MD, every fucking place, people are like, "Look, I feel sick. Let's get a little COVID star so I can stay inside and stop making money and be a sheep."
Oh my gosh! Did you see somebody? I saw this on the internet. They made a gold star for anti-vaxxers.
Perfect.
It was disgusting.
Oh, like what they used to make the Jews wear?
Yeah,
that is gross.
It was disgusting. Like, I was like,
that's the biggest problem too. Like, people who are so simple-minded, who don't believe that this is a nuanced conversation, that there is no black and white, that there are some aspects to this that are right, there are some aspects of this that are right. There's been multiple studies. This book, The Real Dr. Fucking Fauci, which I told both of you to read, neither of you did.
I've been reading another book.
What book?
The Power of the Subconscious Mind.
Yeah, I know that one. That's a good book.
Actually?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good book. It's really helping reshape my mind.
It's definitely good for you because I feel like you have a lot of negative self-talk that goes on in your head. So you should change it.
Yeah.
It's okay if I have negative Jared talk, though.
Yeah, because that's what it's teaching me, how to block out the haters.
Yeah, block out the haters.
Not let them into my fucking subconscious mind.
Yeah.
But it says weak people might, be affected if they get it as a joke. But you don't affect me, Kerryn. Nothing you do affects me except for everything you give me.
Like, what a piece of shit. I offered every comic in New York City who I like, which I guess kind of slims it. I think that narrows it a little bit. But I said, if you're feeling sick,
then you have to compare the ones who like you, so that really slims it even more.
No, everyone likes me. But I told them, I was like, if you're feeling sick, and this doesn't mean COVID, this is like a cold. If you have a sinus infection, if your boogers are green, that's like, do you know that when your boogers are green, it means you have an infection? Do people not know that?
You know, it's funny. You really would think.
You didn't know that?
Wait. Say that again?
If your mucus is green or bright yellow, it is an infection.
Oh.
Your boogers are supposed to be clear. Mucus is supposed to be clear. I'm not a fucking doctor, but I know that. I've lived.
Speaking of green.
Money.
That too.
What? What, you're not going to say that?
Well,
Envy?
Kerryn's out here giving out gifts, right? She's offering people gifts because this is our Christmas episode, Kerryn.
Merry Christmas!
And I was going to say, speaking of green, even though you do love to steal Christmas, we did happen to give you a gift, even though you are the Grinch.
What is it? Oh, is that it?
Look what we got you, Kerryn.
Fire! I wanted those. Those are the ones I wanted.
We got you the snakeskin blazers that you want, and now we can match. How excited are you?
I don't like that. You guys, I'm gonna cry. That's so nice. I'm gonna wear them in the hospital when I die of COVID. Oh, that was so nice.
They're on the way.
This is the order verification.
What size
to
did
prove
you
that
get
Jared
me?
actually bought it.
Say that's the verification. They're being verified as real.
Your order has shipped for verification. Okay.
So the sneakers will be real, but the person wearing them, lips fake.
Oh my God, I got my lips done one time. You can't even tell. They fucking disappeared. Thank you guys. Thank you both.
Of course.
Sincerely. I really do appreciate that.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten Pat anything for Christmas.
Pat's atheist.
Whatever. I'm going to break him off a big fucking...
You got me this opportunity. That's
well, I bought you that mic, bitch.
No, it's coming today.
Oh.
This is the other
I
one.
didn't buy him that. Fuck. Don't worry, Pat. You'll get a big fat Christmas.
Honestly, I tried.
I'm in the middle of a sentence.
Really? What'd you say?
I said, don't worry, Pat. You're going to get a big fat Christmas
You said that already.
bonus.
That's why I kept talking.
No, I don't want to hear him two ways.
Yeah, we don't need that. I actually had on an outfit with the new sweater, and I was like, it's a little tiny. It's a little small.
It's a little tight.
A little
That's your brother's fault, though. We asked him specifically what
yeah,
size.
you know what it is? Yeah, I am a medium.
He asked for a medium so he could steal it. That's why.
My brother is smaller than me. But I'm a medium, but I like to buy a large, so like if I wash it, it fits better, you know?
I hear you.
Yeah.
Well, next time communicate that to your brother, who obviously doesn't love you.
My brother hasn't been in my house in over, 12 months.
All right.
8,
He
10
entered
months.
adulthood. Let's have a moment of give it up for your brother.
At 28 years old.
At least he's in the game, bitch.
And he just got a fucking job too. I'm fucking excited for him, man. A lot of great things are happening for him.
Society has programmed us to think that we have to wake up and go to work and then come home and watch TV. And really, you can just be yourself and make porn and get rich. I swear.
Right. And it's funny. Like I was just talking about that with my friend on the way over here. Not the porn thing, but like just these people who like are just so like drilled to this social construct of like waking up, going to work, and like that's like the normal thing to do.
Prison.
It's the prison. Like yesterday, I did this private gig. Shout out to fucking John Bormeo who got me a private gig in fucking New Jersey at this fucking mansion. We performed in the pool house at a tennis court. Pretty cool. It was just like 15 people. very
15 Jewish people.
Yeah, very very tight group. I was Matt Broussard opened. He did 15. I did 15. He goes, this seems like the auction for Get Out right here. Like, you guys on my opening, y'all trying to chill. I was like, we are literally chilling. This is all this is. Like, this is like everybody get up and do 5. You know what I mean? It felt like, it felt like an open mic. Speaking of open mics, Kerryn is now an open micer.
I did an open mic yesterday.
Kerryn did an open mic yesterday.
Killed.
I heard she killed. Somebody actually messaged me, said they met you, and they're like, she's so cool. You're so lucky.
Yeah. You poor thing. They think I'm nice. I was nice, though.
When was the last time you did an open mic?
I mean, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago.
That's what. Yeah. She went with Derek after.
I went with Derek, and then I dipped, and then Derek like went out of his way to make sure I got on because I didn't exactly know how it worked.
Yeah, it was.
There's a shout out to that big Serbian woman who runs
Sonia,
it.
she's great.
I like her a lot. Sonia's got a big personality.
Sagittarius, yeah, December 3rd birthday.
She was great. And then one other chick who I followed, I think her name was Sarah.
Sarah Harvard, that's who messaged me.
Yes, she was great too.
Yeah, that's who messaged me.
I went up after her, and I really.
So you guys talked about a lot of the same things, right? Sucking dick.
It's so hard to fake laugh at you. I liked her a lot. She had a big personality.
Yeah.
Out of everybody, I mean, no offense, but like all those guys I saw,
only
gosh. The women stood out. And I'm not even being sexist. I would let you know if like a guy did well, but none of the men.
Yeah.
And Derek, I know Derek's very funny. I hope he had a good set. I didn't see him. I left before he went up.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, I left.
One time I was at that mic, and somebody legitimately like for a joke, I guess. I don't know. There was no joke there. He pulled out Axe spray, sprayed it, and lit it on fire. I'm like, where's the bit?
Yeah, it's
Like,
for
just,
5. That's a 5
it's
minute.
Just
For a
cisgendered
5
men.
minute spot, so for 30 seconds,
Yeah.
he's like, I'm gonna do pyro. Up
Yeah,
top.
yeah, that's what goes on there. But
he's like, is this Schultz's live podcast? It is now.
but yeah, like
Fucking loser.
So that's what the show yesterday I did in Jersey felt like just like anybody was gonna get up. But I did 15 minutes, it was great, and then I hung out with them afterwards. And this guy was talking. He's like, "Yeah, like all comics are crazy, right? You guys are all like mentally ill." And I'm like, I'm like, that's the thing. It's like a lot, yeah, but it's like it's all about like just human nature is all just about balance. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I'm like, aren't we all just like we all just have a screw loose? It's all about just finding the right balance. And like for me, it's stand-up comedy and talking and being able to do that. But I was like, me and my friend were talking about it on the way, and I was like, that's crazy that you can wake up. No, I just find it.
No,
Like,
it's not bad. Go ahead. I'm kidding.
but like, just the point of like waking up, going to your regular day job, and just like doing the same thing in that routine. I'm like, that's fucking crazy.
I agree with you 100%. I do find it interesting that somebody would, a lot of people, lay people, civilians, regulars, no offense, will say that. Have said that to me a million times. Like, you guys are all fucking nuts, right? And it's like, actually, we're more evolved and elevated than you because we're okay and confident enough being vulnerable to talk about our deficiencies, to talk about our mental health issues.
Right.
We're helpful. Whereas you sheep are fucking pussies.
Speaking of that, what a
Like and
tie-in.
subscribe.
what a tie-in to what we were just talking about the sheep earlier. You know, Joe Rogan, you're doing great.
Joe Rogan for
Rogan.
I'd vote for Joe Rogan because he's open.
Kanye
and
Rogan.
Joe, what a great ticket.
They would win.
What a
They
great
would win.
ticket.
Or
And-
Elon. Oh my gosh.
Elon's kind of douchey to me though.
Yeah. But
Do you know that Jeff Bezos has a $600 million deal with the CIA? Do you know that he owns the Washington Post? During this pandemic, the biggest transfer of wealth in human history happened. And it's not just the rich getting richer. It's the poor getting so much poorer. It's the poor getting plunged into the depths of poverty because they're being told to get tested and stay home.
Yep.
It's
I really hope schools don't close down, man, because
They are. Everything's closing down.
I hope not, man, because I gotta fucking.
They are. The world,
I
New
need
York
work.
City is closing down because of a head cold.
Well, if they close down, a word from our sponsor, join our Patreon so I can maybe move out.
Should we shout out some of our new patrons?
Shout out some of our new patrons.
Say their names.
Shout out to my boy Andy.
Yeah, there you go.
Shout out to my boy Joey.
Riff on them.
Hey, you guys! I know you want to see my penis, and you're gonna see my penis.
Nobody wants to see your shriveled up
How do you
little
like a guy referring to his genitals in bed?
Oh, I like it.
No. I know you like it, Karen. I'm saying how.
You like that dick? That's thick, right?
Dick?
I love when the guy's like, "Do you feel how hard you make me?"
Mm.
That's great. That's a great line.
Yeah. Or I'm so hard for you.
Yeah, sure.
Right, but like I'm
Compliment.
thinking like how would you like
Or
penis,
like what a few
penis,
of my
dick,
recent
cock.
lovers do. 4 minutes in, you made me come. I love it. It's a huge compliment.
But penis, dick, or cock.
Oh, dick.
I used to say penis.
It's a little clinical, right?
I have a regular question.
Go ahead, Pat.
What were your first dates like?
What were our
First dates? Oh my gosh.
Ever?
Pat, I expected
Ever.
so much better from you.
I want to know Karen's more than yours. Yours is probably at roller gym.
Ah.
I'm trying to think of like high
Yeah,
school dates.
Right? Yeah, dates. She
I mean, I was drinking
She went
in
through
high school.
so many, dude. There's no way she can remember.
Yeah, I mean, I had a boyfriend, a steady
What's
boyfriend.
a date that really stuck out to you?
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of one that like I caused a scene or vomited or something.
I mean, I had one where like I went out to dinner and then we got a hotel room.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
It was a great time.
I mean, I've done that a lot. I'm older than you.
You're a whore, yeah.
And I'm a whore. And I'm a whore. Me and Gary Tonin.
Well, they paid you to be there.
No, I really liked Gary. But we have had some really epic dates, me and Gare Bear, because even when we first started dating, he didn't live in the city, so we would stay in hotels when he was here. So he would always get like a sick hotel room, and then we would fucking eat. And people would be astounded. There was one place we go where everything's on sticks, and he and I had like a pile of these sticks that we ate because we were just eating meat off the stick for like an hour. Because Gary's not huge.
But he can eat.
He can obviously like kill you with his bare hands, but he and I are both kind of smaller in stature, so these people would just stare at us as we fucking ripped meat off the bone. Billy, you want us to talk about that porn
He
thing?
really wants us to talk about Billy.
Billy, listen, I don't want to shame her for how she feels because she is so young.
And she grew up in like this generation where internet was just in front of our faces at all times.
Yeah.
And it's tough not to.
This is a very
see
sex-positive podcast.
Right.
We're very open. I love porn. I think it's a wonderful industry. It helps a lot of people. I think all of the performers and people who work in porn deserve money and respect. I started following a podcast. Her name it was formerly Lana the Plug was her like porn name, and now she's Lana the Mom because she had a daughter with this other porn star. They have a really cool podcast where they have like threesomes on their OnlyFans.
Is that the guy who does No Sleeper?
Adam 22.
Yeah,
Adam 22's wife?
Lana. Is it Lana or Lena?
It's Adam
He does no
22's
jumper,
wife, Lena DePlug.
Lena.
He does No Jumper, right?
Yep, he doesn't know jumper.
Ryan was just on that. I stumbled across that.
Ryan Long.
Yeah, he was just on that podcast, and I stumbled across her, and she smokes.
She's bad. She is a baddie.
Smoke.
they're
Oh, pull up something for porn.
Yeah, let's watch some porn.
Yeah. Whoa.
She's so hot.
Oh my gosh.
She's so hot. And I really love how
So them together.
sex positive they are and how they're normalizing adult entertainment
Yeah.
and
a
like
really cute baby.
having a really cute baby. The last
we just
picture,
for her porn, not her baby.
but that's what's
cutest
interesting. Look at
baby
how
ever.
fucking cute that baby is. But I think it's so good. I think it's so healthy and positive to normalize pleasure and orgasms for men and women. Look
That's
at how
awesome.
fucking cute she was pregnant. You know, and I'm sure she gets so much hate from fucking conservative, repressed, judgmental, like self-righteous douchebags. But I cannot applaud them enough. I think what they're doing
That's awesome.
is fucking awesome.
And they're the way they were before the baby too, so they're still doing threesomes and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Content.
yeah.
Nice.
They must be millionaires. Their OnlyFans
yeah.
is probably fucking insane. And their podcast is
Oh, they have
interesting.
OnlyFans together?
Yeah, so
Sick.
I'm fairly certain they record an episode of their podcast and then they shoot a threesome with their guest.
Ryan Long? No, that's a different podcast. Good for him.
Nobody would watch that.
Nobody would watch that. It's only girls? Yeah, I bet.
The last
This guy's a stud.
girl that they had on, their last guest, is one of the hottest girls I've ever seen in my life.
Who?
I don't remember her name,
Pull her
but
up,
she's
then.
like I stalked her. I went through her shit. I was like, oh my God.
Any other podcast you want to promote?
Woof, she's so hot. What, that I was on? What do you mean?
We did a great podcast.
Oh yeah, we
yesterday.
did one yesterday. With on the gate, through the gate.
Off
the
on the
gate?
gate. On the gate.
I
That's
was
what he
right the
said.
first time.
Yeah, on the gate.
With Gio Perez and Derek Drescher. Check those guys out. Really funny. We had a great time. I was also a guest on Guys We Fucked.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I was going to
Last
listen to that on
week.
the way in, but I had a phone call.
I made some
Wow.
content.
Good for him.
Yeah, and
Selena
I mean, here's
Powell.
the thing: this guy deserves all the pussy in the world, and can I tell you why?
Yeah, please. I'm
He
curious.
cares about women's orgasms,
Mm.
which is just such. It seems like such a simple concept, but me personally, I actually, granted, I'm like a little hormonal because I'm getting my period. I started crying, thinking about all of the men who didn't give a fuck if I came.
Wow.
I think it's brutal. I think it's abusive. I
Yeah.
truly do.
And-
And I kind of don't blame you guys. I don't know. Like, you care about girls' orgasms.
I do. I make sure I'm like, hey, grab a toy. We need all the help we can get here.
That's so good.
Yeah.
There are a lot of men whose egos actually won't allow that. The last
I say thank you.
the last lovemaking session I had, I told the guy to come over and I was like, hey, I'm going to be in bed with my vibrator. Like literally just being like, so I can at least have one orgasm. And then he gets here and like, you know, it's like tosses my vibrator away
Ew.
and like can't wait to like get to the fucking.
That's whack.
And then we're doing it like doggy style and I'm like, you're hurting me. I'm like tiny. The angle was wrong. It felt like it was going through my belly button or whatever. Shout out to that guy's big dick. And he goes, I'm going to come. You know what I like?
I'm gonna come.
You know, and I was like, okay, so you can continue to hurt me for another 30 seconds to a minute. You know, I don't know.
Like I'll tell a girl, I'll be like while I'm fucking, I'll be like, hey, why don't you use your hands, or I'll use my hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Usually, I'm usually using them to keep me up. So I'm like, hey, you have a free set of hands. Why don't you rub your clitoris?
Nothing would take me out of the moment more than some men. If you've got a hand free, why don't you go ahead and rub your clitoris? I do think that guys are
like to
really
laugh.
way too hard with the pressure with their hands on clits. I don't know if you guys get so excited that you found it. They're like, get it! But it's like the gentleness and the diversity of motion, movement, and all of that is just
This girl
really important.
that I slept with last week. It's a girl who she was an old friend that I was sleeping with a while back.
Mm-hmm.
We rekindled, and I hit her up the other day. I was like, what are you doing? I'm going to be in the West Village tonight, right? And she's like, I live in the East Village. I was like, oh, my bad. I thought you moved. She's like, that must be one of your other hoes. I was like, all right, all good. I was like, I'm going out, though, and I got a +1. You want to come, and we can go find a third? And she was down, but it was too late. But then, like, we were talking about threesomes and all that. And she hit me up on Tuesday and goes, this is the following week. She hits me up on Tuesday. She goes, hey, I have a proposition for you. And I forgot to reply back. 2 days later, she goes, that proposition was about a threesome, but considered it canceled.
Canceled, just like Kerryn Feehan.
But I was like, damn, my bad.
Sorry.
I forgot to click send. But that girl, it was funny. Like, I fucked her a year later. She's like, wow, you got much better at this.
Good. Way to evolve.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, I didn't really care for her orgasm last time we fucked.
You didn't care for her, or you didn't care about her orgasm.
Yeah, I feel bad.
That's okay. It's okay that you admit it and you're learning. I mean, the guy that I'm talking about is fucking, 40 years old. Like,
Oof. But most girls, like, I not beg, but I'm like, please, I want to see you come.
yeah, that's really nice.
It's really hot.
Yeah.
Like, me coming's not fun.
No, I love when guys come too. I love it. It's super fun. What do you mean? I like a big load.
No, like, just me.
If it's just a little bit, I'm like, you don't like me? Is there more in there?
Is there more in there?
Yeah, I think, again, Manuel Ferrara, ladies, you're welcome.
Is that a toy?
No, it's a porn star.
Oh, is that girl a porn star? That Lena? Lana?
Is it Lana?
Lana the plug?
I don't know if she considers herself a porn
Well,
star.
is she on
An
Pornhub?
adult
She's on
entertainer.
Pornhub.
Yeah,
but
can we
she
see her
does
videos, Pat?
adult
You
content.
didn't. I don't know why you
Yeah,
didn't click them. We
because
asked to. You don't want to see porn on your
You
fucking
asked.
No.
I want to watch her porn.
She said it.
All right.
Karen's a porn star here, Pat.
Okay.
This is a sex-positive podcast. It's called OnlyFeehans, Pat. Do you know what that's based on? OnlyFeehans.
OnlyFans.
Shout out to everyone who shared my clip to me soliciting sex from a minor.
She got great vids. Dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
She does collabs with like the hottest adult.
I would love
Other
to see-
chicks,
Well,
right?
Yeah, so like Riley
Sick.
Reid. Like
Oh, yeah.
Riley Reid
Rhodes.
bugs me. I don't like her
Yeah,
verbal.
I don't
She
really
says
care.
the same thing over and over.
Does she?
Or she just yells.
Riley Lena and Lena the plug.
I like more
Passionate.
personality.
Damn, I'm going home to watch these later.
Wait, can you click on the one of the girl eating her out?
Okay.
That's Riley Reid.
That's 25
Is it?
second.
The thing is, I don't really care for fake boobs.
You don't like fake boobs?
I hate them in porn.
Why?
They just don't move.
She's getting fucked, Riley Reid.
Is she
Probably
getting
from
fucked?
behind.
Yeah.
I bet you.
Yeah, she's getting fucked.
This is so hot. Lana's boobs are fake, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at how they're sitting.
Yeah, I guess so. There's good. That's a good fake.
Actually,
though.
she might not be getting fucked. She might just be moving like that. I'd love to see her getting fucked with that belly.
Maybe she
honestly.
was moving like
I,
that.
honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing her getting fucked like that. She's pretty.
Also, he
she's
does
really
he
hot.
does have a piece. Like, he does.
He has a
He has
piece?
a huge
Yeah.
dick, I'm sure.
Good for- yeah, I mean, look at what he's got.
But he's like,
don't
listen,
get
if
that with a little
you
dick.
you
You
are
don't-
confident enough to make two women come and orgasm, I'll have a threesome with you all day. But most of these guys that are out here wanting threesomes, like, don't even know how to fucking make a girl come. Oh, if we have a threesome, you guys can both suck my dick. Why? You're gonna come in 4 minutes. Get out of my house. Get out of my house.
I'm gonna come, but I'm gonna keep going with you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Jared, just know that you're never the hypothetical I'm thinking. Okay?
Nah, I know. I don't want to be.
I'm joking.
Like, good.
It's always just you.
Ew.
it's two Jareds
Ugh.
DPing me.
Ew. That's
And
not
they're
even-
singing Happy Hanukkah.
Okay. This got gross.
Is
We
that-
just watched porn together. What's going on, Karen? This
This
relationship
is a
really.
good episode.
Well, now that you said it,
Oh, I think it was before.
I really
said
love
it.
that dress, sweater dress.
Thanks. The Couples. Shout out to the Couples. Maybe they'll sponsor me. I love the Couples.
The couples is what Karen's never in. The couple. That was bad.
Do you know how many monogamous relationships I've had?
Yeah, you should try polyamory.
Like, I get 2 boyfriends. I mean, technically right now I have about 700. But,
Do they know about each other? You know.
yeah, sometimes they talk to each other on the posts.
Scream at each other. No, I
think
can
it's
make her
so-
come more.
I think it's funny. Like, men are very unabashed and unashamed about their poverty. Like, I posted the guys we fucked thing, and 2 different guys were like, hey, you're like the Tesla of OnlyFans. Like, everybody wants one, but nobody can afford it. And I'm like, 700 people can afford it. Like,
Yeah,
why are you just announcing that you're poor?
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Save that for the stage.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think it's that good.
It's making fun of that guy.
You
It's
didn't
funny.
even laugh.
I acknowledged it.
That's why you probably would do it on stage. Something that nobody laughed at in real time. Take it to the stage.
Yeah.
Take this mediocre bit to the stage.
You know what's funny? This is the last thing I'll say because we do have to go. I gotta get you on time to your spot. But last night at the show, I have this joke where I go, yeah, I told that joke and I was like, I gotta take that joke to the stage, and I was like, oh, I gotta take that joke to New Jersey on a patio.
Subscribe to the YouTube.
Subscribe
a lot of you
to.
are watching who are not subscribed.
Come to Mama's Boy Comedy. Check out our cartoons.
I'm opening for David Towel. I'm sorry, I'm hosting for David Towel December 27th.
Yes, this will be out. Go see it.
And December 28th. December 27th?
Maybe-
December 28th. It's me, David Tell, and Louis Katz.
And I'm
is
gonna come
featured.
hang out.
So that's going to be
Maybe
really
a guest spot will open up for the kid.
There's no way.
Next week you have the New Year's Eve episode,
All right.
and then talk about the next two.
All right.
What are the next
What
two
are the next
episodes?
two?
All right. And then we've got Raina Greenberg from Girls Gotta Eat coming on. And then the following week, we're going to go to Joey Rose's. Joey Rose's. Me and Derek and Gio went there the second they ran out of bread. They had just run out of bread. Was it yesterday? Was that
Karen
yesterday?
was like, I got some yeast for you.
It's pretty good, actually. It's pretty good. High five. We'll end on that note. Jared's succeeding.
Let's go, Karen.
It's only Feehans.